family. We're back, reunited with Zion. We are in the single digits, so 9 weeks out. Crazy. 9 weeks out. I think our last video in here for workout was a glute day 12 weeks out. So today we're gonna hit some shoulders. We'll do some upper body. And I'm feeling good. Today's a good day. I'm feeling motivated, excited to just blow up my shoulders. That's the goal. But I'm not gonna lie, like right before we started this, we've been talking a little bit about just the mental toughness, the mental aspect that comes with competing in general. Zion is a power lifter. There's bodybuilding, there's CrossFit, there's high rocks, there's triathlons, there's marathons, whatever you're training for. I think all athletes undergo some sort of mental struggle. And it's just a matter of like, are you looking at that in a positive light, or are some days are you looking at it negatively? And to be honest, like I've had some hard days these past couple weeks, and I don't know if it's ever since this like back injury, if like that's kind of what the catalyst is. And then right after that healed, I got my cycle, and we all know how that goes. And then as soon as that finished, I was like, okay, we're on the up. Like we're past these 2 hurdles. Like now we can just get things back on track again. But then I like hit this other wall after everything. And I was like, why is this happening? I wish I could blame my period. Sometimes it's nice to have that reason, that excuse to go to and be like, it's fine, I'm just feeling a little blue because it's my cycle. But no, it wasn't that. It was just like, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm working through this. It's day by day, like literally day by day. So today's one of the good days, which is good because we're filming. So I want to be in a good mood for you guys. But the reality of prep for anyone, any athlete, like I said, is sometimes it fucking sucks. And sometimes you just really get in your head. And that's can be a scary place to be if it's not positive. So I'm trying not to let myself spiral. But I have had some of those days where I let myself spiral, I let myself go to that place. Do I belong here? Can I do this? My AirPods aren't in here. In this lovely sport of bodybuilding where it's completely built around comparison, it's hard to not constantly compare, especially with social media. And a lot of the times what you see on social media can be very motivating, and it can be a tool for you to push harder, but sometimes it gets in your head a little bit, and I think maybe that's part of what's going on. Just to be totally candid, it's not always rainbows and butterflies and motivation and discipline. Sometimes there's those days where you just have to like block everything out, speak kinder to yourself, and that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna start with some lateral raises, just to warm up a little bit. Wow, this is a look. It's already getting warm. Feels good though. I haven't actually worked out in this gym, I think since the last time. No, can't be that long. But I've been on a little bit of an Iron House kick. So I've been training at the other gym that I was going to before this one opened, but it's cool to see everything that they've done. They've got this whole like American flag display, and Okay, we're gonna do an upright row. So I'm gonna go pretty heavy with this weight already. Since the last time we recorded, starting to lean out a lot, which is interesting because my weight hasn't changed a whole lot. We'll see when I check in again on Sunday, but that's another thing that's just been like all over the place and a little unpredictable is the scale. But as much as the scale is being weird, I am feeling very lean already and I'm looking a lot leaner, so that's nice to see that we're maintaining density and mass, but starting to cut down and lean out physically and visibly. Trying to pause at the top just a little bit and then real slow on the way down. The heavier I go on this movement, the lower I'll raise it just to minimize too much strain on my shoulder joint. Yeah, that's perfect. That's all we need. And then we go right back to lateral raises. It's warmer in here. Used to be a lot colder, which I'm happy with because I'm already in that phase of prep where I'm cold all the time. I'm really happy that the weather here in Florida is starting to warm up because everywhere I go I have a jacket. I'm freezing. I'm complaining to Ian that I'm cold. Turning the thermostat up. So we'll just jump to 10. Might throw in a little arms today too, like one bicep and one tricep, just to not put too much on the shoulders because I'm already feeling it a lot. And arms are just fun to train, let's be honest. Okay, I should probably actually drink water and not just a Monster this entire workout. We're just gonna do one more set of that superset and we'll count that as a warm-up. Moved on to shoulder press now. I wanted to do a machine today because I like this machine a lot versus dumbbells. So I just did already like a lighter set. I did both hand positions to start out with the lighter weight just because I like this front handle position to hit more front delt, and then I moved out to the wider press. So that's a great way to like get this machine to warm up. Now we're at more of a working weight, so we'll see how many we can get on this. But yeah, we're cooking now. Feels good. This is a good day. You caught me on a good day. Having a good workout today. I had a good glute day yesterday. I'm really sore. I felt very like locked in, very just in the mood to work out, I guess. Positive mindset. But I will say the couple workouts prior to yesterday, it's been an emotional roller coaster. Just like been feeling these waves of emotion come over me, and I'm just learning how to navigate that, and that's okay. Some days are easier than others. Here we go. I'm gonna switch. switch wide, same weight. Still not too heavy. I thought it would be a lot heavier for some reason. Back to back on both of those. But when you come wider after this narrow grip, that is tricky. So I'm gonna bump it down again. Now I feel like this will be more of a working weight, so I don't get as many reps, because I lost count of what I just did. 9 weeks, you guys. 9 weeks. I feel like 3 weeks ago it was Christmas, and now it's like 80 degrees outside, and I'm only 9 weeks away. It's like 2 months. It's feeling very surreal. Very, very surreal. I had put up a question like a while ago for like a Q&A type thing for YouTube, just maybe something I would want to do. But one of the questions I got, and honestly at the time I didn't really know how to answer it, was what changes mentally when you turn pro? And I didn't know how to answer that a few months ago, I feel like, because yes, I turned pro, but there was no competing as a pro at the time. It was just, Fit Model is so new that the first pro year is right now. So like you get your pro card last year and then that's it. And then you just kind of like sit and wait for the season to start. So now that it's actually starting and it's actually here, now I'm feeling that mental shift a little bit. And maybe that's why it's been such a roller coaster up and down, because it's like I've never obviously competed at this level. I don't know what to expect. We don't know what to expect for the division. So there's just a lot of like moving parts and a lot of unknown. And as exciting as that is, it can also be scary at times. And no one's putting pressure on me except myself. And that's just me. And I just need to get out of that. All right, this is a little better. Still not too bad. I think we can bump up a little bit more. And then we'll probably try to hit a couple sets at this weight and then do one little drop set and then move on to the next thing, which I haven't thought about yet, to be honest. This tricep machine's really good, but I don't know if we're ready for triceps yet. I still want to stay on shoulders. And then the very last thing will be like a quick little bicep curl. Oh, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to go wide. Let me move that down. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was really difficult, but we're gonna hit it again. So what I'm gonna do for this set is hit that heaviest weight on the narrow, and then I'm gonna drop it a couple more plates to finish with a wide drop set, and then back to lateral raises. But yeah, right now, like my front delt is really cooked. I think what's also making this prep go by really fast is this is the first prep that I've done YouTube, that we've done YouTube videos. So when you're editing like the week prior, but you're in the present week, I like just put up a YouTube video that was like, oh, I'm 10 weeks out. But then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm not actually 10 weeks out as I'm editing this, I'm 9 weeks out. And then it's just like you're 1 week ahead of the game the entire time when you're editing back in time. And that has just like really made the weeks go by fast because I'm trying to put out a video every week. And when I'm doing that, I'm like, okay, gotta record. It's 11 weeks out, 10 weeks out, 9 weeks out. And it's just like so back to back. It's hard to keep up. Okay, last set. Okay. I think that was only 6. I think this is like 25 pounds maybe, somewhere around there. It's feeling really heavy. I'm gonna drop it down one more time because that was kind of pathetic. Those baby ones count, okay? Oh my God. Wow, that's tough. I am sweating. It is hot.
You're sweating and I'm not even working out.
I know.
Right.
But if I had to pick, I would much rather be in a hot gym than a cold gym. I think that's why I took a break from coming here, because the last time I was here, it was really cold and I just could not get warm in my workout. And like, obviously when you can't get warm, you can't really get a pump. And so I just like was staying covered up like in a hoodie. And it's just like, for me, I'd rather be sweating like a pig than freezing and having goosebumps during like middle of my set. Okay, we're gonna hit this lateral raise machine, which is really nice. And I love using it when I'm at this gym. My bag. So I was thinking this one, but I feel like that's new. What? Someone got me a present. We'll try both. Why not? Let's see here. So I try to do as many full range as possible, really slow and controlled. And then once that's done, I'll just finish with some like quicker half raises just to like finish burning everything out. But I kind of want to try this like just for fun. I don't know if I'll actually use it, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Only that one does that. Okay, got it. Okay. I like it. I do. I feel like it's slightly different. I'm trying to explain how, or think about how it's different. It's a shorter range of motion. So I feel like you could go heavier on this. One, because you're not actually gripping and holding. You're just pressing with your arm. But I like them for different reasons. I think I usually do these with dumbbells anyways. So this is a nice switch up to that. But maybe we'll just like hop back and forth, because I feel like heavy on this, light on this. that would be really good. So let's try that, because on this one I just feel like the machine kind of stops you like out here still. So you're only getting this like upper half of the motion. Okay, so we'll do that same thing. This one to that one. Here we go. Coming to the end of the workout, we're gonna hit a superset with a front raise for more front delt, and we'll add in some alternating bicep curls just for fun, because I like to hit biceps and it's my workout, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I want. Do fit models need biceps? Probably not. This one does. Okay. Jumped straight into the 15s.
I was playing Betty Walk. Like, what are you doing today?
What's going on?
Off right now.
I'm back in college. In my dorm room, like, yeah, sheep. Oh, that's way too funny. I feel like we're starting to look a little crazy. Arms are starting to cut. Wow. See, like, how fun is that? How can you not just like wanna, It's interesting to me how like different people distribute body weight and body fat differently on their bodies. And for me, I feel like I do carry a little more fat in my arms. Like, I've noticed that when I go into my off season and then cut and go back off, and so it's always fun to like start to see them cut down again. I feel like midsection is one of the first things to go. And then of course, like for most women, glutes, that glute ham tie-in is the most stubborn to shred down. And like legs and stuff, because that's just naturally where women hold more of their body fat. But it is really fun to see the upper body like start to lean out. And I've really noticed like within this past week, just like a lot more vascularity. So it's getting real. But I'm still, as of the last time I checked, probably like 8 to 9 pounds above my last stage weight. So, you know, the hope is that I'll be a little bit heavier this time around if I was able to put on some mass, lean tissue in this short off season I had. So hopefully that means we only got about 7 pounds maybe to cut down. Let me take a second before we bicep curl. Yeah, I'm really curious what the look will be 7 pounds down from this. But again, you know, we're just shooting in the dark right now, because until we see the first couple pro shows go down and what they pick the look to be, we are just kind of going with what we think the criteria is and what the judges will favor. So I think that just kind of adds to this whole mind fuck that I've been going through. It's just not knowing. It's not knowing what they're gonna pick. And if you're on the right track and if you're chasing the right physique, you know? I swear, like, when I say it's day to day, I'll wake up one day and be like, yeah, I got this. Like, I feel so good, so confident in the look. Really loving the shape that we're cultivating. And then other days I'm like trying to pose, I'm like looking at myself and I'm just like, I don't think this is it. Like, I don't know. Especially when you're looking at like all the other fit models around the world. It's so easy to put other people up on a pedestal and be like, wow, they look amazing, she looks amazing. And they do. But when it comes to yourself, at least for me, I mean, you're your own worst critic, so I have to remember to talk as highly about myself as I do about the other athletes and the other competitors, because at the end of the day, a lot of us haven't even gotten compared to each other. We haven't been in a pro lineup to see how these different physiques look. So time will tell, and I just need to like stop getting wrapped up in the hypotheticals and the what ifs and the just assuming, you know, when I don't even know the answer yet. All you can do is follow the plan. That's all you can do. Coach gives you a plan. You have to trust in that. You hired your coach for a reason. That's all you can do. Oh my God, okay, last bicep curl, and then we're gonna do triceps. I gotta take a break. You can't hold those for too long. But I made a reel on Instagram like the other week, and it was like surreal for me to think about when I was like typing it out, but it was like stats. So if you think there's well over 100 fit model pros that were made from last year that are entering the pro division. That's not even counting the bikini pros that are coming into fit model. So I mean, then we're talking hundreds, who knows what the number is. And there's only so many shows around the world, but if we're just looking at the US, because I'm not gonna compete internationally, just in the US there are 13 pro shows before the Olympia qualification deadline happens for September. So I'm missing the first one, which is in Utah. So that leaves me with 12, hypothetically, if I were to go to all 12 shows in the US, which I'm not gonna do. So then, I don't know, cut that number in half, six opportunities that I might give myself. I mean, 6 shows is a lot. So realistically, probably won't do 6 shows. So then it's like, you're showing up, each show is probably projected to have somewhere around 30 to 40 fit models, and first place gets that Olympia qualification, and I'm maybe giving myself 3, 4, 5 chances at whatever shows I choose to go to. It's a pretty slim margin. Done. We're gonna do triceps, and then we're gonna call it a day. Okay. Last movement of the day. So, tricep push down on this amazing Panada machine. I love this machine. I like it because when I pair it on shoulder days, it actually targets a lot of front delts again. So a lot of front delt today, a lot of lateral delts. And then on my back days is when I'll usually like really try to hit rear delt. So this feels good for triceps in front. And we're gonna start with a plate and we might go up from there. We'll see. Because it's actually like, it's not too bad. That wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna add, honestly, I think I'm gonna add a 25 to each side. Ooh. Oh my God. How do we look?
You're looking jacked.
Jacked! I feel jacked. Feel it. I can feel it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Oh my God.
The SpongeBob references will never die. Ever. All right, a couple more sets here, and then we're calling it quits. And I have actually a client call that I'll probably take on the treadmill, get some steps, and then head home. It's a Friday night, so nothing to be upset about here. Very happy that it's Friday, it's the weekend. It's just a good day all around. It's a beautiful day to be on prep. Oh, she's heavy. This might have been a little ambitious. I feel like I can almost like hover off the seat. Oh my God. I think that's the heaviest I've gotten on this. It feels pretty heavy. But it feels good. I forgot a rubber band, as you can tell. So I've been like, clip. Dude, you have one? Oh. All right, for the last set, Zion was gracious enough to give me his rubber band. Oh, thank God. I really need a haircut. I'm actually getting one tomorrow because this is way too long for stage. And usually when I'm about to start a show season, I'll get a haircut usually 2 months out. That way it's not like right before the show in case they totally botch it. Gives myself like a little safeguard, but this is way too long. And you know it's too long because when you're in your back pose, you don't want it to be resting on the top of your glutes right there. And so when I take my check-in photos, I've just been noticing it is just like a wall of hair and it's like coming down into the glutes and it can take away and it just doesn't look great. So definitely need to always get a trim before show day. So I'm very excited for that tomorrow. Okay, last set. Here we go. Let's finish strong. And with that, we're done with this workout. My arms are fried. They feel like lead, which is a good feeling. And I feel happy and grateful, and I'm just excited. I think what I need to remind myself is if I'm feeling nervous or pressure or anxious or I don't know, just like a little more down on myself than I should be, it's just because I care at the end of the day. So caring that much about something is a blessing, and to have a passion that you get to wake up every day and work toward is what, I mean, I think life is all about. So I'm grateful to be in this position, and no matter what happens, it's out of my control. What is in my control is following the plan, like I said, and I'm doing that. So it's in the judge's hands on show day, and that's okay. You just gotta let that go. Just let it go. So thank you for watching, as always. Really appreciate the couple hundred views that this video may get, but that doesn't matter, because if I can help one person change their mindset a little bit, that makes me feel good, and just kind of help you guys also navigate this crazy sport, because it can be a lot on the mental, and you're doing great. And I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of myself. So we're gonna keep doing this prep, 9 weeks left. I'll catch you guys at the next workout and the next YouTube that I make. Thank you so much. Mwah.